Good morning. It is day. What day is it? I've lost track of time, but this is our last full day in Singapore before we move on to our next location. Today we're going to be going on it's not really a red bus. Is it called the red bus though? No, it's the hop on, hop off bus that we're going to be doing today. So come with me. Right over here is where our next stop is. We are in the mall on our way to where our hop on hop off bus offices are, because we've got to get our tickets. Say wing. Here we are waiting for our bus. So we're doing the yellow line first. These people are going on to the red line first.
Gardens by the Bay should be our first one, no?
This is the Art Science Museum. We are at Gardens by the Bay. I can't for the life of me remember what these trees are called again, but it's amazing. It's quite surreal when you watch them on YouTube and then you end up being here and seeing it for yourself. That is the Singapore Flyer. No idea what this display was. It was just, I thought it was different, so I decided to capture it. Yeah. The thing we were not short of on this trip was steps. We walked like our lives depended on it every single day. Nothing shorter than 10 Ks. This was really peaceful and just sounded so nice and calming, and you still get a beautiful view of, I think it's the fir grove trees, I'm not sure. Hold up, no, they are the super trees. That's what they're called, the super trees. It's a super tree grove, I think. Here we're back on the bus and on to the next attraction. Here's just some buildings. And a nice look at Marina Bay Sands as well as the Art Science Museum. This here is the Fullerton Hotel. If you watched the New Year's video, you would have seen this was the hotel that was having that color display in the background. We are currently looking for the Merlion, and we don't know where it is, so we're just walking around. We walked the opposite way, so the Merlion was not here, but we decided to just have a moment here either way. This here was the right way. Thankfully it wasn't so busy yet, so at least we could stroll and just make our way towards the Merlion. And there in the distance you can see the fountain from the Merlion's mouth. We found it! My sister and I posed for some pics. You can see those on Instagram. This is the Esplanades Theatre on the Bay. And then we were back on the bus onto the next attraction. This used to be the old police station, but now it's the Ministry of Development and Information. Beautiful building. Love the colorful windows. Yeah, it just looks fun and bright and pretty. There is some beautiful architecture here in Singapore.
Stop number 12.
It was actually quite nice to still see some Christmas decorations, to see what it looked like before the Christmas season. And quite a few things are still up, some were being taken down. Here we are in Orchard Road, where there are a lot of designer shops, and it is the shopping hub of Singapore. It's like the high street. At this point, we decided we're not getting off the bus anymore. We're going to take it all the way back to the beginning and then hop onto the red line. And then this over here is the Fountain of Wealth. Very pretty. I think it's in the financial district. Here we enter Little India. Off to dinner, first drinks. Is it upstairs? It's not up around the corner. Is it? Here we're just watching a little video as we're waiting to go into the long bar. This is just a view from the balcony. This is Chimes that was on Crazy Rich Asians.
You want to sit at the bar?
No, they can sit down.
Thank you.
Loved these fan things on the roof. It was quite fancy. Over here on every table is a bag of peanuts, which was actually quite amazing. Nice, salty, get you to drink more. Yeah. And here is the original Singapore Sling. This is the one with alcohol, so that's my sister's. And here is my gal, alcohol-free and still delicious. After our drink, we took a walk to dinner. And here we are at our dinner location for this evening, Michelin-starred White Grass. Oh, thank you. It's very pretty, very calm. We walked through 2 sections of the restaurant before we got to the area where we would be seated. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even begin to remember what some of these things were. All I know is that they were absolutely delicious. There was truffle on there, it was divine. This tomato starter for me was divine. Then more truffle, more delicious things. This was truffle with some mushrooms. It was, the things were thinging here. And then here I had, I think it was cured pork, but it was really, really good. I don't think anything that I ate was not divine, delicious, different. This was Wagyu beef I had. And then came the palate cleanser, and then our dessert, which was pear heaven, and then naturally a cappuccino, and then our petit fours that were just beautiful. So this was raspberry mochi and financier. And then when we left, we got a gift of more financier to take home and to basically eat in bed. Beautiful bag, beautiful contents. It was just divine. As you can see, my slipper there, I was already in my pajamas, ready for my midnight snack. And that is a wrap on Singapore. Stay tuned for our next destination.